Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday, October 18th, Walnut Creek Design Review Commission meeting. I'm thrilled to announce that I don't have to announce the dial-in credentials for Zoom because we have suspended going forward Zoom public comments. However, people are welcome to come to chambers or to submit written comments to the commission. All right, welcome and roll call. Mr. Secretary, would you take the roll call, please?
Thank you, Vice Chair. Commissioner Killian?
Here.
Commissioner Valia?
Here.
Commissioner Case?
Here.
Vice Chair Krelling?
Here.
Commissioner Chair Newsom is on vacation and will not be attending, so Vice Chair Krelling will be running this meeting. We have a quorum.
And I will also add that for anyone watching or in the audience, you do have the ability to appeal any decision made by the commission. I think you have to file it within 10, I believe, business days. All right, moving on to the consent calendar. Is there anything on consent or anything anybody would like to move to consent?
For staff, none.
Anybody on? I don't think we have anything eligible to move, so we'll close that section out. Okay, public communications. This is the opportunity to speak to the commission on items that are not on the agenda. We have one item on the agenda tonight, so if anybody in chambers would like to speak on anything not on the agenda, this is your opportunity. And do we have any, I don't think we got any written comments either.
Oh, seeing none present and no written comments.
All right, then we shall close this portion of public communications. Thank you. All right, moving on to 4, public hearings. We have one project tonight. It's the East Bay Mud Maintenance Facility Upgrades and Site Improvements Project, Final Design Review, Application Y20059. Does staff have a presentation?
Yes. Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Simmer Gill, Associate Planner with the City. We are here tonight for the final design review of the site upgrades to the existing East Bay Mud facility located at 2658 Main Street, North Main Street. And the applicant representing the project, Najme Jalili, is here tonight. Should you have any questions for myself or her after the presentation? And just a little background, this project came before this commission for a study session on July 5th of 2023. Design Review Commission was very supportive of the overall project and did not request for any changes to the proposed building architecture or the landscaping, and also made a positive recommendation to the Planning Commission for the use permit. And then on September 28th of this year, the Planning Commission approved the use permit for this project. So tonight is the last step of the entitlement process. The applicant is requesting the Design Review Commission to approve the final design review for the site improvements. And no changes have been made to the plan since this commission has last seen this project. And just to quickly recap the project will demolish the existing 3 Fleet Bay buildings and construct 3 new taller bays in the same location, and also demolish the existing administration building and construct a new administration building near the south end of the site. And the existing covered storage area will be demolished, and that area will be repaved to use for parking area. And the project also includes a new trash enclosure, new landscaping, bioretention basins, site lighting, security perimeter fencing, motorized sliding gates with security card readers that will be located along Service Road and Marby Lane. And just a quick look at the building elevations for the administration building. Up top to the right is what the existing building looks like, which is basically out of compliance based on building code and safety code, and they are demolishing that and rebuilding it with a new building that you see here. And here is the building elevation of the new Fleet building. Again, up top to the right, I have a photo that shows what the existing Fleet bays look like, and I have squared off the area which is being demolished, and the smaller bays to the far left will remain. The 3 new bays will be located in that same location where the existing bays are. And these renderings illustrate what the site will look like once all of the site improvements are in, such as the landscaping, the fencing, the buildings, in relation to also the existing fuel station on site and the tire repair shop on site. And tonight, staff does recommend that the Design Review Commission approve the final design review for East Bay Mud site improvements and the new fleet and administration building. And that is all I have for my presentation, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
Great, thank you. Before we proceed for commissioner questions, has anybody had any ex parte communications with the applicant? No. Nor have I. Okay, great. Any questions of staff from commissioners?
The
All right.
applicant is also available tonight for any questions.
Great. So it looks like we have no questions for staff. And applicant, do you want to make a presentation, or are you just here for questions? Great, thank you very much. Then I would ask if the commissioners have any questions for the applicant. Nope. It looks like there's no questions. Okay, then we will move on to commissioner comments and motions. So why don't we just go down the line?
All right.
Commissioner Killian.
Do we need to open up for public first? or-
Oh, sorry, thank you.
Yeah, let's do that and then
Appreciate
close the
it.
public hearing. Yep.
Thank you, going too fast. So if anyone in chambers would like to speak on this public hearing, this is your opportunity. Though seeing nobody in chambers, I think we can close off that public communication.
And then we'll want to officially close the public hearing. Yeah. Okay.
Great, thank you. So why don't we start with Commissioner Killian? Any comments?
No, I'm in favor of the project and ready to move it along.
Great, thank you. Commissioner Valia?
I think it's an appropriate building for the site and for the function, so I second on what my colleague here said.
Commissioner Case?
Same, no questions or comments.
And I think it's a well-done project. I think everybody liked it last time, and I think we all still like it this time. Does anybody want to make any motions on this project?
I can make a motion to approve the project.
All right, we have a motion made. Do we have a second?
I will second that. I would like to just clarify some conditions of approval regarding the landscape and irrigation. I'm sure it'll be done, but make sure they add details for the landscape planting and the irrigation, and they use a spot drip rather than doing the inline irrigation. But that's, other than that, that would be my second.
So for the motion that was initially made, are we okay with the conditions added by the second on the motion?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, great. Will the secretary take a roll call vote?
Commissioner Case,
Yes.
Commissioner Killian,
Yes.
Commissioner Valia,
Yes.
and Vice Chair Curling.
Yes.
All right, that's a 4-0. The 4-0s have it. Motion passed.
Great. So your design review has been approved, your final design review, and we will now close this particular public hearing, the East Bay Mud Maintenance Facility. All right, those were our public hearings, so moving to commission considerations. Do we have any considerations, Mr. Secretary?
We do have one, and that's just a note that the quarterly mayor-chair meeting will be this Friday at 7:30 a.m. Typically, it would be the chair and the vice chair. In this case, I don't believe we're going to have a chair. So if anybody would like to fill in for Phil, for Commissioner, for Commissioner Newsom, and get a free breakfast and hear hear from all the commissions in town, and then get a city manager update, feel free. We could have one if anybody's interested.
And save me from sitting by myself at the table?
I do really like going to those. I didn't plan for it soon enough. sorry. But in the future, I like going to those, so I would not mind filling in.
Noted.
Well, you still have time to decide, like, until Friday morning.
Yeah, if I can free myself up, I will try, but I don't know that I can. Sorry.
Yeah, just drop a quick email if you wish to do that.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Or the other commissioners. I'm selling it hard. Okay.
And that is all staff has today.
All right, then we'll close commission considerations and move on to commission member and staff reports or announcements. Do any commission members have any reports or announcements?
I have one. It's almost like an I told you so, but I was walking around Broadway a couple weeks ago, and I was at the Apple Store, and I noticed that when they came before us, their outdoor patio was in that pea gravel, what was approved and installed. And now it's been removed, and they have a, almost like a poured-in-place rubber surfacing,
Right.
which I'm sure works much better with everybody. I think we had a discussion trying to encourage that during the time, but I was glad to see that that was in place over the pea gravel. So,
They came to the city a while back and asked, what the implications of doing that are. We said, let's see the material, or we were familiar with the material, and Public Works said, go ahead.
It's much better than the pit gravel.
Yeah.
That's not ADA compliant, the way it was installed.
Okay, thank you. Any other reports or comments from commissioners? Or announcements, I should say. I have none, so then we'll move to adjournment. We adjourn the meeting at, looks like 6:13.
Whoa, make it 14.
Did I skip?
6:12. I have 6:12.
I didn't skip for you to say anything, Mr. Secretary, did I, in that section?
We are closed.
All right. The gavel swung down.